Hi, it's Emily Panek, and this is Don't Panic. Today's episode is called How to Reset Your Life the Rugged Way, because I didn't have a breakdown, I didn't blow up my life, I didn't make some dramatic exit, climbed onto the hood of my vehicle, and I sat still and got radically honest with myself. Surprisingly, that was enough. So here's what actually happened. I was in the mountains of Colorado, driving this Ineos Grenadier, this rugged, badass SUV most people have never heard of, and something in me just said, pull over. I didn't have a plan. I wasn't journaling. I wasn't trying to manifest anything. I just needed to stop moving long enough to hear what I already knew. So I sat on the hood, dusty, quiet, alone. And for the first time in a while, I realized I am out of alignment. Not in a falling apart way, but in a quiet, creeping, this isn't it kind of way. Here's the truth that no one really talks about. Sometimes the best reset doesn't come from a breakdown. It comes from a pause, from choosing to get honest before things unravel, from deciding to ask the questions most people avoid. Why am I doing this? Who am I becoming? What have I outgrown that I'm still carrying? What actually deserves my time, energy, and attention? It's easy to stay on autopilot when you're successful. It's easy to tell yourself, just push through. But what if you don't need to just push through? What if you need to pivot quietly? That moment on the hood, it wasn't magical. It was rugged, dusty, and unfiltered. And it was exactly what I needed. I realized familiar doesn't mean aligned. Busy does not mean progress. And stillness, that's where the clarity lives. So I made some decisions. What stays, what goes, and what am I building next? Not a total overhaul, just realignment, rugged clarity. So if you've been feeling a little off, this is your permission slip to pull over. You don't need a breakdown. You don't need to disappear. You just need a pause, long enough to stop reacting and start reclaiming. Because clarity doesn't always come clean. Sometimes it shows up one rugged moment at a time. Thanks for listening, and don't panic. You're exactly where you need to be.